Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. I'm Sophie, and if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on all the amazing content we've got coming your way. Have you ever walked into a room and then forgotten why you went there? Or struggled to recall a word, or what you were going to say? It's frustrating when our brain seems to fail us and makes us forget things. But why does this happen? Our brains are usually very good at managing a multitude of thoughts and actions, but sometimes they just seem to mess up, leading to forgetting. In this video we'll be exploring how memory works and why we forget things, according to scientific research. How memory works. First, it's important to understand that memory is not a single unified system. As Suzanne Jaeggi, a psychology professor at Northeastern University, says, different parts of memory work together in different ways. There are two main types of memory that are relevant to understanding why we forget things: long-term memory and working memory. Long-term memory is where we store the things we've learned, our experiences, and skills we've acquired over time. These memories can stay with us for hours, or even a lifetime. Working memory, on the other hand, is where we hold short-term thoughts, which only last for a few seconds or minutes at a time. Think of working memory like a sketchpad for your thoughts, as described by Earl K. Miller, a neuroscience professor at MIT. New ideas, conversations, and sensory experiences all pass through our working memory. But this is also the reason we forget things quickly. Why we forget. One reason we forget things is that working memory has very limited space. We can only hold about 4 to 7 chunks of information in our working memory at once. These chunks can include numbers, words, or short phrases. Our brain does not hold everything at once. Instead, our brain bounces from one thought to another, and sometimes a thought gets lost in the mix. Also, the brain is constantly clearing out unimportant information from working memory to make room for new data. Unless those short-term memories are moved into long-term memory, they disappear quickly. This act of moving information to long-term memory is called consolidation. Additionally, our brains are not good at multitasking. When we try to juggle too many thoughts, we tend to drop the ball and forget things. As Miller says, when you think you're multitasking, what you're really doing is juggling, and juggling makes forgetting more likely. Our brains are more likely to drop the ball when we are tired, or distracted by other substances. As we get older, it becomes more difficult to juggle thoughts. Working memory functions best when we're in our 20s, and slows down in middle age. Tips to improve memory. But don't worry, there are things we can do to help if we frequently forget things. One tip is to avoid multitasking. Because the brain can't handle too many thoughts at once, trying to juggle thoughts makes forgetting more likely. Another tip is that when you cannot remember something, you should try to recreate the situation where you had that thought. Go back into the room or retrace your steps, as these clues can help the brain find the thought before it disappears completely. Forgetting things is a natural part of how our brain works. So don't stress. It's just your brain doing its thing. And that's a wrap for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did making it. Don't forget to subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay awesome.